Hello guys, and today we are going to continue to talk about dimensions, right? What we will find out of the body, part 2. Right, let me correct the sound here. I don't know what's going on here. The sound is so high. Come on. Okay, let's go. Today I'm going to talk about the first 3 dimensions that we have talked yesterday. So it's also called lower dimensions. Right out the physical body, we have the first astral dimension, right? This dimension is so dense, and this frequency, we have a lot of specific kind of behavior and actions. And why is so dense? Because the proximity with the physical dimension, the physical body. So it's a kind of proportion. So we have this density there because it's near of the physical body. And the ability to fly in this frequency, it's very harder. Yes, we can fly out of the body. It's very important to understand that the law in another dimension, it's a bit different. It's more difficult to fly specific in the first one because the actions of the gravity, it's also working there in your astral body. Where you are there, you can feel there's gravity there, but you can like do a big jumps. Even if you can't fly there, it's very common, and when you are there you can realize that you can do a very big jumps in the first frequencies, right? First dimension. And even for the spirits that they used to, there's a lot of spirits in these dimensions that we are talking here. It's difficult to them to stay in this first dimension. It's quite messy because there it's very messy. The feeling there is so intense because the reaction of the human thoughts and the spirits that eventually go there, it's very difficult. All thoughts that we have here in the physical body, when you are here, used to go to this first frequency. That's why it's so lower, it's so difficult. Even when you are going out of the body, you are lying on your back, you are doing the technique that we have talked about, and it's not the normal process. When you go out of the body, you just go for the second dimension, not the first one. The first one is so intense, it's so dense, it's lower than normal. So that's why we're going to talk now about the second dimension. In this one, you can fly easily, but still flying there is not so simple, and very often you will feel the action of the gravity. Yes, how I was talking about, even there you can feel that the gravity that we have here in the physical body still exists there, but it's not so difficult. In that specific dimension, that one you can fly easily than the first one. And it's I will, the most of experience that you have, the 70% of your experience will happen in this dimension, because this is the most common dimension, very similar that the specific kind of energy that you have. For example, I have a specific energy, including my physical body, my energy, the reaction of my thoughts, and where I'm going. It's very common. Almost, for example, if I had 10 experience, 7 will be in the second dimension or near of I will pass through this dimension. It's very common. It's it's also where the majority live, including the I'm talking about the spirits that's not so balanced, right? They have lack of balance. They live there. A lot of spirits, they feel like more proximity with the people, with the problem. So this is the most common dimension where you used to go when you are out of the body. Of course, it's not only this one. You can go in the higher dimension, lighter dimension that I'm going to talk tomorrow, right? Immediately after the second dimension, we have the third astral dimension, which is also considered lower, but it's little lighter than the second one. Of course, flying is much easier. You almost don't suffer anymore the reactions of the gravity. So if you just have a thought or feeling to fly, this is gonna happen, and it's so nice in this way. The third is good to fly. Of course, the lighter dimension that I'm going to talk tomorrow is gonna be even more easier, right? And in that dimension, the third one, is very common to find some cities, balanced spiritual cities, where it's good spirits, or spirits that used to help, they work to help people, they used to live there. There's a lot of good cities. It's very important to know also there are cities in the second one, in the first one as well, but it's more common in the second one. But balanced cities, place where lives balanced spirits, it starts normally in the third dimension, right? So it's also common to the astral projector. I am an astral projector because I can go out of the body, I can do an astral projection. So to go in this dimension, it's very common when I'm out of the body. Eventually I go in this dimension, like the third one. So I'm going to stop for today, and thank you for watching for today. And tomorrow I will talk about the other 4 astral dimensions: the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7 dimension astral. They are considered lighter and positive dimension, right? Thank you for watching me, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.